Okay, now it's the 2016 election, and I'm reminding people, don't freak out. Donald Trump is not going to become president. But what I do get a kick out of all the people who created Donald Trump now trying to distance themselves from Donald Trump and the horror show that they've created, enabled, fueled, instigated. There's a guy named Rick Wilson. If you don't know who Rick Wilson is he's a right-wing political operative who's credited with making commercials to unseat Senator Max Cleland, who was a triple amputee from the Vietnam War. And he ran ads. This guy, Rick Wilson, ran ads against Max Cleland, showing pictures of Osama bin Laden, claiming he was somehow soft on terrorism, the triple amputee senator, veteran from the Vietnam War. He's done stuff like that. He's done other stuff. He said stuff when people report on him. He said, why aren't the guys from Media Matters curb stomped on a nightly basis? So he's saying other reporters should be curb stomped, where their mouth should be put on a curb and you crack the back of their head so it cracks all their teeth. He said that about reporters reporting on his bullshit. This is the guy, Rick Wilson. So now he says this: I'm still pondering just how dark your soul has to be to shout, go to Auschwitz at a political rally. That's the guy. I don't know. Isn't that funny? The guy who sets the tone for this stuff, the guy who goes after a sitting senator, veteran, triple amputee to call him weak on terror, now is upset that some people have a dark soul. Some people have a dark soul in the Republican Party. How dark does your soul have to be? So this is happening over and over, people trying to pretend that they're not a part of it. But they are. So Rick Wilson, the entire right-wing media bubble, from Fox News to Breitbart.com to Drudge to everything, right? They're all part of it. They're all part of dumbing down America. You say science isn't a thing. You say scientists are corrupt. You say don't believe anti-intellectual. Don't trust any other media anywhere except the lies we tell you inside the right wing. And then you keep dog whistling Obama phones and people want free stuff and urban thugs and why don't they get jobs and nobody's writing and all that stuff. So you do all that stuff, and then you have a Donald Trump who just comes out and tells people, just go like this. Let's just fucking do it. Let's just do it. Let's beat the shit out of protesters. And everybody's like, where did this come from? And by the way, there are people still apologize. Chris Christie still backing up Donald Trump. The doctor, Dr. Carson, Ben Carson, just came out for Donald Trump. Donald Trump, who called him a molester. He's going to back him. So this is what I'm talking about. The Republican Party is going to be destroyed by Donald Trump, right? He's destroyed. So that's why you don't freak out, because it looks scarier. It looks scary, and it is scary. But I think what's happening right now is that Donald Trump is breaking the Republican Party. You know, the Republican Party likes to break government. They say government doesn't work, then you elect them, then they break it, just like George Bush broke government. He created the biggest deficits ever, couldn't get a bottle of water to New Orleans for a week. He breaks government, they break it, just like Rick Snyder in Michigan. He says government is the problem. They elect him. He immediately breaks the government that's working and poisons his own citizens, and no one's going to go to jail for it. So this is what happens. This is the results of the Republican Party, the conservative movement's complete ideology over the last 30 years. Anti-intellectualism, dumb down, discredit experts, discredit science, foment racism, the Southern strategy. We know what just keep this in mind. 2 out of the last 3 Republican National Committee chairmen have apologized for the Southern strategy. 2 out of the last 3 have apologized for the Southern strategy. What is the Southern strategy? That's stoking racial hatred in working class whites and scaring them of black people so they'll vote Republican. And this is the result. You have a Southern strategy for 40 years, and this is the result. You get Donald Trump, and you get people out there ready to beat the crap. So quit trying to distance yourself from him, Rick Wilson, because it's 3 o'clock, Rick Wilson, and you're a piece of shit, and we all fucking know it. And now you got to live with it, and your party's broken, just like you guys tried to break the fucking country. Yeehaw!